Hello everyone, and welcome to the home buying process A to Z. I'm Audrey Whittington with Realtor.com, and today joining us we have Dara Delgado of Dara Delgado Home Loans, and today we're going to talk about different types of mortgages. And I happen to know, as I was a loan officer for a lot of years, that there are a lot of different types of mortgages out there. Can you tell me about the different types of mortgages that are out there available to me as a potential buyer?
Yes, so there's conventional financing, FHA, USDA, VA, and then there's creative financing too if you don't fit into one of those boxes.
Okay, so there are some government-backed loans.
FHA is a really popular Federal Housing Administration, and there's mortgage insurance with that.
Okay.
Upfront mortgage insurance and monthly mortgage insurance.
Well, let's talk about FHA for a minute. FHA is really a program that's geared towards new home buyers.
Right.
So, I mean, how much do you have to put down, and why is there mortgage insurance attached to it?
So 3.5% is the minimum down.
Not bad.
Credit score wise, it varies from lender to lender. Typically you want to have a 620 or higher.
So there's a little more flexibility on the credit, you know.
Definitely. You don't have to have the 700 plus
Great.
perfect scores for
Okay.
FHA. And guidelines are a little more flexible as well compared to conventional.
Okay, so it's really geared towards that person buying that home for the first time.
First time,
Now,
yeah.
what about another government program is VA? So tell me a little bit about a VA program.
So a VA loan is for qualified veterans
Okay.
who are able to get the VA loan, and it's 100% financing, which is awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
There's no monthly mortgage insurance, which
Oh,
is
nice.
also
So nothing
fantastic.
down and no insurance.
No monthly mortgage insurance, but there is an upfront mortgage
okay.
insurance premium, and that is unavoidable. Well,
Yes.
unless you're disabled, and you can waive that. That can be waived. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's a great program that veterans should take advantage of.
Oh, great. Okay, so we got FHA and VA on the government side. Now let's talk about conventional, because I know there are different types of conventional loans.
Right.
I think there's jumbo. Can you talk a little bit about those and maybe where the lines are?
Yes. So there's conventional loan limits, and they vary from county to county. So you want to check with your loan officer depending on the county that you're looking to buy.
I did not know it varied by county. That's really
and
interesting.
it can vary quite a bit, like several $100,000 depending on the county.
Really? Wow.
So,
okay.
So you want to check the loan limits. If you're under the maximum loan limit for the county, then it's conforming. If you're over it, then it's a jumbo loan.
Okay.
And typically the rates on a jumbo loan are a little bit higher than a conforming.
So basically, if you're buying a house over $1 million and you're not putting down 50%, you might be looking at a jumbo loan. And again, the rates are going to be a little bit higher. And the rates are different for like second homes.
Right. Investment. Yeah.
And now, so what goes into, how do you decide which one to get? Because I think also one of the types we didn't mention was an adjustable mortgage.
Right.
So let's talk about an adjustable, and then how do you decide?
Well, it's good to have all your options presented in front of you and compare, because that's always great.
Yeah.
The numbers do talk.
This is why you need a good loan officer.
Exactly. And you can look at, the conventional versus FHA, for instance, or a fix versus an ARM, see how they pencil out, what you're comfortable with.
And an ARM is an adjustable rate mortgage.
Right.
ARM.
Right.
And they can be like, what, 5 years, 7 years? What are we looking at?
Right. Fixed for a certain period of time, 3, 5, 7, 10, and then they go adjustable, usually based on an index it's tied to.
Okay, so like prime or whatever, right?
Prime or LIBOR, yeah.
Got it. And why would I pick an adjustable? Like, give me a reason for picking an adjustable.
So if you're looking to stay in the home, for a long time, probably wouldn't want to go with adjustable. But if you're planning to move, say 5 years, then that would be a good option for you if the rate's substantially lower.
Right.
And you want to risk it too.
Okay, so maybe I think that this is like, I've been transferred, I want to buy a home, right? But I want the home for only 3 to 5 years. An adjustable would actually be a pretty good deal.
A good fit for you.
I don't think most people realize when they're getting a mortgage that they pay the interest typically up front, right? So if you're in a 5 or 7 years, you're maybe not going to get a lot of equity back before you sell the home in terms of the mortgage.
Right, the way that it amortizes out typically for the first 5 years, you're not paying a lot towards principal.
Okay, so there's a lot of choices out there, but that's a good choice because you could get a really low rate, which is nice. Okay, so again, how do I decide? How do I know what's best for me?
Well, you looking at the numbers is a big help, but really you want to lean on your loan officer to help guide you and say, okay, a lot of times you have a borrower come to you and say, I want an FHA mortgage because that's what my brother got or something.
Right.
And then you say, okay, well, and then you run their credit and you see that, they would be a better candidate for a conventional. So comparing and just having your loan officer present the options in front of you and saying, okay, that's the one for me. And you can do that with down payment amounts too. You think, okay, I want to come in with 20%. Or with 5%, and then maybe you want to buy all new furniture, so instead of 5% you come in with 3%. So you got to kind of factor it all in and what works for your situation.
I like the idea of buying all new furniture
after you close your loan.
Right. And the loan officer, that's the goal. That's the loan officer's job, is really to make sure that you really have the right money for everything.
Right.
Well, great. This was super helpful. Thank goodness we had an expert on hand. So this is Audrey Whittington with Realtor.com, and we hope you'll join us for some of the other tips that we have on the home buying process. But thank you again, Dara Delgado of Dara Delgado Home Loans.
Thank you for having me.